Here in Atlanta with Addison Nichols, and let me go ahead and start off by saying I was playing golf down here. He and I were texting. We decided to meet up. There's been nothing shot as far as a commitment, because we all know how that goes on the general's quarters. Addison, take me through the month of June. You had 2 unofficials, then 5 officials.
Right.
Were you ever at home? How many days you slept in your own bed in the month of June?
Lord, not many, that's for sure. It was just back to back to back. The 1 month was definitely hectic, but it was good that we had at least something to go on. Being able to go and see the places was for sure fantastic. So I'm glad we at least got that 1 month.
So when you got back home after every visit, you were telling me off camera that you had a recorder and you sit there and just kind of voice through things, what you liked, what you didn't like, and now you're going to take time to go back and listen to all these things and kind of refresh yourself, because you have seen so much in the last month. I would say the people you saw at the beginning of the month seems like a year ago probably.
Right. Yeah, no, that yes sir, after every visit, right when we left, or if we were taking a plane, we do it when we got back, or if we were in a rental car or something, but right when we had the first chance, we would go, and me, my mom, and my dad would take turns saying our favorite and least favorite parts of the trip, and kind of compiled those into a file. So start next week, and through the week after that, I'm going to start going through them and kind of working on the spreadsheet I have of ranking things that I like and don't like. So kind of narrow things as best as we can in the next few weeks.
When you sit down and start working towards a decision, what's going to be the key pieces in this? I talk to a lot of kids, and some kids will kind of look at the broad scope. Some are really focused on an academic path, or quickest path to the field. What is it for you?
Honestly, really just the place that I feel most at home, because all of that is great. Like, great football program's fantastic, great degrees, perfect, but you could go to a place and just absolutely hate it, and you could regret your college experience. So wherever I feel the most comfortable with the staff, the players, the place, the community, that'll be the biggest thing, because I want to be able to go there and enjoy my experience, because the schools I've narrowed it down to all have great football programs, they all have great academic programs, so I'm not as worried about those aspects at the moment. So it's really just connections, networking, being able to get along with the people and enjoy my time there.
When you were at Tennessee, take me through the visit. What did you enjoy about it, and just kind of what's that connection like with the staff there?
Well, overall, the new staff is fantastic. I was extremely impressed with them. I feel like they're really making an emphasis on bringing Tennessee football back to where it originally was. One thing that I was really impressed with was there was a kind of team culture problem with the previous staff, and they've come through and they've implemented these kind of team bonding events where they'll play like laser tag, or go have a cookout together, or go to the field and do dodgeball or paintball, and just kind of getting the team to buy into just being together and
Sure.
creating connections with everyone. Because one of the players told me that previously it had been super divided. Like, in the locker room, it was just sections. Like, walk-ons had their own section, this group had their own section, this group had their own section. And when Coach Heupel came in, first thing he did was mix match every locker. So you could be the starting QB with the fourth string punter next to you. Exactly. So I thought that was really cool to me, because that's one thing that I am looking for in a program. I want to be able to have a good culture in the team where it's kind of everyone gets along, and you don't just have like people kind of thinking they're above everyone or just distancing themselves and other groups and stuff. So that was the biggest plus for me, for sure.
Tennessee obviously is a place you've been to a lot. Did you get a chance to really spend time with the players and kind of get a feel for some of those guys? And then who have you talked to up there?
Yeah, I got to spend a good bit of time with a few of the players. Not as many as I would have liked. I think something was going on that weekend where a lot of the players weren't available. I can't really remember for sure, but I got to be with Grant. I can never get Furking. Yeah, I got to spend a lot of time with him. He was fantastic. He talked me through his experience at Tennessee. I was actually just texting him before I got here. So yeah, I didn't know about him before I went on that visit. That's a pretty cool dude right there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got to meet a few people. So that was good.
What are we looking at? Probably something right before your senior year starts. So what's that, like mid-August? Probably looking at that. I mean, I know you don't have a specific date, but are you looking somewhere right there in that window, end of July, first part of August?
Preferably. I know I don't want to drag it through the season, so my latest is definitely when the season starts. I want to just kind of, since I'm graduating early, I want to focus this semester just to be a high school student and a high school senior football player and be there for my team and not have to worry about all the recruiting aspects. So that'll definitely be the limit, I hope.
All right, that's the latest here in Atlanta. Addison Nichols got 5 big official visits down. Now he's got to do some thinking. Where does Tennessee stand? We'll see if he's able to make it back up to Tennessee in the month of July when things open up there at the end of the month for about 5 days.